started laughing. I said, I'm just nice to meet you.
And I was named after my father.
Were you named after somebody else?
My father.
So you know. Did you have a nickname when you were growing up?
Sonny.
Why do they call you that?
No idea. I didn't start.
Have you had any other nicknames as an adult? What do your family members call you now?
Sonny.
Where were you born and when?
New York, January 1, 1930. January 15, 1930.
Do you ever remember hearing your grandparents describe their lives? Or anything? Did you ever remember your great-grandparents? Who's the oldest person you can remember in your family when you were a child?
My grandparents.
Do you remember anything specific about them?
My grandfather started out as a black. My grandmother started out as a maid in a hotel.
Do you know which hotel? Or where the hotel was?
Boarding house.
In the boarding house? Okay. Do you ever remember your family discussing world events or politics? Your mother, your father?
My father always discussed politics. My mother never had much to say at all.
Was there ever a chore that you really hated doing when you were a child?
Yep.
What's that?
Going to the store and getting kerosene in a glass jug.
Summer, winter, all year long?
Yeah.
What would you consider to be the most important inventions that have been made during your life?
Yeah. A whole bunch of them. The most important,
That you think is the most important in your life?
John's coming in.
the
We're gonna wait till
automobile,
John
I
gets
guess.
in. He's
Oh,
all
wait a minute. Television.
All the journeys, kids, skateboarding through the hallway, you know. Yeah, all of them did actually.
I guess that's the most important. TV.
That's what my father said, the same thing. How is the world now different from what it was like when you were at the time?
Well, there's 200 million more people in it.
a lot more cars.
A lot more cars. More pollution. More of everything else, I guess.
Okay. What kind of books do you like to read?
Adventure, mystery type stories.
Do you read a lot of books?
Oh, yeah.
Look, that's
Every 3 days.
But more than you.
I go to the library 3 times a week.
Do you ever remember having a favorite nursery rhyme or story or song when you were a child? Do you ever remember not having enough food to eat because times were hard for your family?
Yep.
You were a small child or as an adult?
Well, I was 6 years old, I guess, 7 years old in my age bracket.
It's not that bad. You know who it is? I mean, the rock stars.
Did you have favorite toys when you were a child?
I don't remember having any toys.
Do you remember having types of games you played? Play war when you were a kid? Did you play war when you were a kid?
You remember my husband John?
That was my father's favorite game.
Peter? Jerry? We went to their wedding.
What types of schools did you go to?
Public school.
Large schools, small schools?
Talk about him and his back security.
Okay.
Grades?
All in one building.
Just where
He
was
gets
the
to go, you know, backstage and do all that stuff. And of course, I told him about how you answered.
How did you get to school?
My brother.
Walk.
How far was it from your house?
Yeah.
Was it a long walk?
Oh, probably.
Small world. So what are the pictures?
Did you have a favorite subject in school?
Geography, because I did so much reading.
You have to like let people know.
Which
John, I
subject?
don't think you're supposed to play with that, honey.
Geography, then, it's
Especially the older ones.
geographic locations of the country and stuff like that. Today it's not, it's a lot different. 82, go to studies, I call it.
Yeah.
You don't learn much geography.
Which subject in school was the easiest one for you?
Geography.
still wear your blue ones?
Which one was your least favorite?
I'm a warm Bob, I'm staying
Because I
here.
couldn't do it.
Did you ever have a favorite teacher?
One arm. Nick, what's this thing on your shoulder? Okay.
All right. Not anything you want. School is school. Whether you're a small child or a grown man. All right, let me just check this to make sure that this thing's picking up your voice. Everybody else doesn't have to be quiet and hush up either. You should have seen Uncle Eddie eating his dinner while I was doing my father. Am I in your way? Okay. You said you had a favorite teacher in high school?
Yeah, Mrs. Mahoney.
Why was she your favorite teacher?
I don't know, because she dictated. She was an English teacher.
But she talked with respect.
Yeah. She didn't talk down to you.
All right. Did you ever participate in any school activities or sports?
No.
Okay.
Now the water's warm.
Did you or your friends have a special place where you like to hang out and spend time after school?
No, I've been at working mostly.
What type of jobs were you doing?
Setting pins in the bowling alley. And I had 2 paper routes for a long time, morning and afternoon.
Were you ever given any special awards for your studies or school activities?
Come on, John,
There's one here. There's a
No,
thermometer.
I don't think so.
Pick your pants on the way out, right?
Of course, my thermometer reads 82.
How many years of education have you completed?
Well, that's up for grabs. I got a GED high school level, and I also passed a GED 2-year college level, but I couldn't pass any more because I didn't have any chemistry in the background. And I don't have a college degree.
You got a GED college degree? Did you get good grades in school?
Barbara's bill.
Yeah, I was smart.
Did you like to go to school?
Except when it interfered with my job.
What did you like the most and least about it? I think we just did that.
I'll stand right here because I know it ain't gonna last long.
What did you usually wear to school?
Jeans, I guess, dungarees, sneakers, t-shirts.
Look at you go, John.
Were there any fads during your youth that you remember
There he
vividly?
goes.
Zoot suits.
Boy, look how
You know what a zoot suit is?
Everybody, I think I've seen a picture or two.
How we doing?
Good, how are you?
Hi, Paul.
Hello.
You
Listen,
brought the thunder with you.
we're going to get a storm.
Okay.
Just talking about that river. Look
How old were you when you started dating?
20.
Go, John, go.
Do you remember your first date?
Yeah.
Who was it with?
Fine.
You married your first date?
Yeah.
Do you remember the
Hi, Pam.
circumstances of your first
How
date?
you doing?
What you did, where you went?
I don't remember where we went. It was a blind date.
Name a good friend that you've known for the longest period of time. And how many years have you been friends? Doesn't have to be someone alive, could be somebody that passed away.
Yeah, it's nice to look at all the power tools and stuff. It tells you what to do.
My father had trouble with this question too.
You didn't have any friends.
I know, that's what he said.
Well, I guess I have to say your father because I didn't have any lifetime friends other than him. I knew him since he started dating your mother.
They had things in common.
Have you ever met anyone in your life that you would consider to be your soulmate? Matched set.
Just my wife, that's all.
You met your wife on a blind date?
Yeah.
It's all right.
You remember where you went? How long did you know her before you got married?
6 months.
6 months. Describe your wedding proposal. How did you propose? Do you remember where you were?
Yeah. I can't remember where I was. I was in the front hall of her house, and I had her pinned up against the wall, and I'm asking her to marry me, and her mother's in the house saying, Blanche, get in here, Blanche, get in here. I can remember. Sometimes I wish he'd went.
When and where did you get married?
Got married in Coxsackie, New York, in a Methodist church.
Do you remember the ceremony? Who was there?
Blanche and I, and her father and mother, and my brothers and sisters, and her sister, and the minister. And that's about it. Well, there was a whole crowd of people, but I
Was
can't
your mother
remember.
there?
Yeah, my mother.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, my father wasn't there.
Of course.
Hi, how are you, Nancy?
I became the father of my family. I gave away for near everybody, I guess. I said I gave away for near everybody, I guess.
Yeah, you did.
I know, too long.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing? Hi, Mark.
Here you've been in the hospital.
Hi, how are you? Erica.
Oh, Erica? I can't keep you girls straight.
I know it. No, I'm fine.
That's Barbara, I know that.
Yep. Yep, and I don't know, yeah, Erica's coming later. Swimming. I'm doing good. How you doing?
Everybody good, my girl.
Good. Good. How you doing?
Go tell your mother to sit down and rest for a while, will you?
All right.
Tell her to take it.
I'll tell her. I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
Think about something else.
No.
Okay. Did you go on a honeymoon? When you got married?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Lake George?
How would you describe your spouse?
Yeah.
Let me make this easy. What do you admire the most about her?
That she looks the same in the morning when she wakes up as she did when she went to bed at night. No surprises.
How long have you been married?
51 years.
I know.
What wise advice would you give to a grandchild on their wedding day?
Don't.
Don't run. How did you find out when you were going to be a parent for the first time?
Well, Blanche came from a small town, and she was well known in a small town. And her family was well known. My father was a plumber, and was working in everybody's house in the town. So when she got married, all the women in the town counted the months. When it got past 9, they didn't count no more. They figured she was fake.
Yeah.
But it was a year later. She got pregnant. And she told me about it.
It rained a little
We
bit.
weren't doing anything to stop it. So
How many children did you have altogether?
3.
You know their names and where they were born?
I don't know where they were born.
I know dates are hard. We've got those written down.
Susie was born in Catskill Memorial Hospital, and so was Larry. And the one that's named after me was born in St. Mary's Hospital in Troy, New York.
Susie was born July 9th.
He was stillborn. Look over here. Full-term baby, but he was stillborn.
And I don't remember the date Larry's birthday is.
I know.
June
We've got it written down somewhere.
15th of June, and Susie's July the 9th.
July the 9th.
And I don't know what the date is on the other one, August something, I believe.
Hey, Beth. Can I have some of
Do
the
you
apples?
remember anything that your children did when they were small that amazed you?
You're kind of hiding. How you doing?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm in the middle of it, by the way.
You want to know what it was? Larry stuck his arm in the wringer of the washing machine when they had wringer-style washing machines.
Did you see your
And Blanche couldn't get it loose, and I was in bed sleeping. I'd worked all night.
Because you didn't want to see us.
And I wake up and he's screaming. So I run out in the kitchen, and there's Larry standing there with his arm in the washing machine. And all I could think of was to pop it loose because it had a thing on the top. You hit it, and it was bringing tension.
One's Mark's and one's Al's.
So I banged it,
A lab and a
and
shepherd.
it come loose. And it chewed
And they're in my
the
house.
skin off his underarm.
And I'm
So
still
we
living
took
in
him
that
to the
little tiny
hospital.
house. You
Are
can
you really?
imagine
And,
them.
Yeah, but now you don't have the 5 kids, so.
So
He
what?
was
The
in the
doors, they
hospital
just
about
lock
6
them,
hours, I
everything's
guess.
good.
And they had him all bandaged up and all that. And he wouldn't stay in
And we
bed.
walk around.
So they,
Nancy fought all week with him for pounds.
it was a Catholic hospital. They
They
had
were
nurses.
awful. They come
They
stand
had
in
some
service. You
nurses
can lay on the
too,
couch
but they
and
had, the
smoke and
majority were
stand
not.
there.
He,
Sit out.
They were standing there for
he,
about
hey,
They're allowed on the
they
verge now?
find him out wandering the halls.
How are you?
So
I said they're allowed on the
they
verge
put him
now?
on a cross.
Can't
They treat
complain.
their dogs better than
Got
they
beer
ever
in my
did.
hand.
Like a cross.
Sitting down.
Arm back like that.
Well, that's what
And that's
she
what
him in bed.
Yeah, I kept him in bed. He was in there a month altogether.
What's the funniest thing you can remember that one of your children either said or did?
Funny.
When you had to pick up.
Nothing much. They weren't very funny.
Have you ever... That's funny unto itself. If you ever get tired to answer questions, just say that you're done and we'll finish it. Okay.
Did you
If
really?
you had to do it all over again, would you change the way you raised your family?
No.
Okay. What do you find the most difficult about raising children?
Trying to make them understand why you're telling them no.
Okay. What do you find the most rewarding about being a parent?
How they turn out after they become adults.
Last time I saw him, he was like,
Did you spoil any of your children?
up to my waist.
I don't know if we spoil them, I don't think, too much.
How you been? Were you a strict or a lenient parent? Do you consider yourself to be strict or lenient?
John was a baby, yeah.
He was lenient and Blanche was strict.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it.
Did you find that you had to treat each of your children differently?
Yeah,
Why?
because Susie was
Hi, buddy.
stubborn, I guess you can say. And Mary you could talk to. Susie got an idea in her head and you couldn't get it out.
How did you first hear that you were a grandparent? How did you feel?
I'm not a grandparent.
You are a
How
grandparent.
did I first? I think we got a Western Union telegram from Iceland telling us we were a granddaughter. My brother-in-law had a granddaughter. I felt good. They wanted a baby.
What advice would you have for your children or grandchildren? Any advice about life you'd like to pass on?
No,
Okay. When you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I don't ever remember having a dream like that.
What was your first job?
Oh boy.
Selling junk to the junk man.
Yep, selling junk to the junk dealer.
What kinds of jobs have you had?
Oh, I sat down one time a few years ago and wrote down everything that I did, and I had 38.
38?
38 different things that I've done. in my
Remember
life.
what you did with that list?
No. I worked in a steel worker. In a steel mill. I drove tractor and trailer. I
Got a daddy's girl
Done everything
parent.
was a freight handler for Railway Express. I was a licensed electrician.
Bobby. Bobby. Did you like the food?
Hello, John.
Especially if it involves boys, man.
What's the matter, John?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where she is.
How did I decide on my career?
Yeah.
The place I was working at, I was doing wearing electrical machine, and they told me they'd give me a raise if I got my license. So I went and got my license. And that's what I retired as.
Did you ever make enough money to live comfortably?
No.
How long did you have to work each day at your job?
Oh boy. I only had to work 8 hours when I retired, but I worked a lot more than that. Sometimes 16, 18 hours, depending on what was going on. How old was I when I retired? 62.
What were the hardest choices that you ever had to make?
Exactly like this over there.
I think buying the land where we now live.
You think you made the right choice?
Yeah,
was the person that had the most positive influence on your life? Who were they and what did they do?
Well, he was principal of the high school, and his name was E.J. Saunders. And he ran that place with an iron fist.
I spent like
And he made a big impression
a
on
year
me.
living in Newburgh, passing over to Glen.
Is there a person that really changed the course of your life by something that they did? Who were they and what did they do? No?
Hey, John. John. John.
All right, well,
Come back out.
everybody's quiet.
Come on out.
Okay, listen up.
Because the storm's coming.
Nana's got a very special announcement to make. And since she's so quiet, and everybody has to listen very closely. So is everybody going to listen to Nan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't talk as loud as I do. All right, Nan, go for it.
This is a family get-together with great family news. Congratulate Peter and Stephanie, who's getting married.
Hey!
When?
Hell, man, I thought you were pregnant again.
You know what?
That would be it.
No, you were thinking that. No.
Oh, that's great.
Ma'am.
Hey, Peter, come here and I'll talk you out of it.
We're going to get rain down here.
Yeah, it looks like.
That's why we got the tarp. Just huddle under the tarp and we'll be all right.
Yeah, huddle under the tarp. Wow, that's something new,
The
huh?
wind don't blow
You
like
going to
crazy.
barbecue in your raincoat?
I forgot where I was.
Sure you
You don't
can.
have to worry about this. We can stop right here. Here's the whole row of film.
We're at the top of page 3.
Top of page 3. Do you remember someone saying something to you that had a big impact on how you lived your life? Okay. How would you describe yourself politically? Conservative, liberal?
Conservative, I guess.
Okay. Why? What makes you conservative?
Well, I certainly don't agree with the administration. No, I don't want to say that. I don't agree with the way politicians are running the administration.
Okay, all done?
I think we should tax all the people and give each of the politicians $1 million and throw them all out of Washington and start over again.
Excuse me, handsome. Can I say hi? How you doing?
Good, you?
Good. How are you doing?
How are you, Eric?
Behaving yourself? How are you? Is
My
this
blood
on?
pressure
Am I
just
getting
went
in the
up
way?
12 points.
Say hi. You're on camera.
How are you feeling?
My blood pressure just went up 12 points.
Oh, good. Well, that means you're alive then. That's a good thing.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel
Not
good.
weak and wiped out?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm here. When I planned it perfectly, so I could be perfectly on narcotics long enough so that I can get through the party and then go home and go to
Yeah,
bed.
go home, go to bed.
Yep, yep.
And everything's all right.
That's what they say.
Good.
You know,
I'm glad to
mentally,
hear it.
you know, when they start doing the frontal lobotomy, they'll tell you more then. For the moment, anyways. God, get this crew in the one place at a time. It's scary, isn't it?
Well, they're all seem to be getting along.
Yeah, well, hey, the night's early.
Nobody broke out the liquor yet.
Stealing, but I'm sick, man.
Okay. What wars have been fought during your lifetime and how do you feel about them?
I didn't fight any of them.
What ones have been fought during your lifetime?
Oh, well. The Second World War, Korean War, the Vietnam War, Persian Gulf, police action, or whatever you want to call it.
Do you have any feelings one way or another about any of them?
I think we shouldn't have been in maybe 3 out of the 4, but that's what the politicians do for us.
Sonny, there'd be
You
glare
served
on
in the
that.
military. When and where did you serve and what were your duties?
I served in Japan.
Which branch of the military?
Yeah, long time.
Army,
In the Army? In Japan?
Well,
When were you there?
1950, 1947, and 1950.
For 3 years. Were you ever injured in the line of duty?
Not so you'd notice it.
What U.S. president have you admired the most?
Because he did what he could do.
What are the biggest problems that face our nation, and how do you think they could be solved?
Yeah, we've been in Florida all that time.
Be careful.
I think they could be solved, the energy crisis was the primary thing. I think it could be solved by forcing the automotive industry to develop a device on a car that would give you 60 or 70 miles to the gallon.
I wouldn't think of that concept.
And
Yeah, but you don't want to be there to front.
get the president to
You
stop
wish or you know?
paying for his election by pumping oil out of the Alaskan preserve up here.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
What color was your hair as a young child and then as an adult? What color are your eyes?
Blue.
Where have you lived as an adult? Do you know the places and the years that you lived there?
Waterloo,
Germantown.
Germantown, New York.
Why are you living where you are today?
Because I got transferred up there.
Okay.
Do you my newer job.
Do you wish you lived somewhere else?
No.
Describe your general health. Do you think you're in good health or poor health?
Well, I guess I'm considering my age and what I put my body through, I'm in good health.
Have you had major illnesses or health problems?
Oh, yeah.
Which ones?
I've had a back problem for several years now. And I've had a stroke and I've had a heart attack. Other than that, I'm in good shape.
Do you have any problems that are considered hereditary?
No.
Genetic?
No.
You're like Porky Pig.
Worried there for a minute.
Do you do any regular exercise?
Push my wife around in a wheelchair.
Do you have any bad habits now?
No, never had.
Which ones? You never had any. Just wine, women, and booze, but you know.
I used to drink quite a bit, but I don't drink too much anymore.
Okay. Have you ever been the victim of a crime? Okay. Have you ever been in a serious accident?
Hello. I just recognized you sitting there. I'm like, who's this?
Has anyone ever saved your life?
Yep.
How are you?
How?
Well, I don't remember his name, but he broke through the hole in the ice and pulled me out of a stream in Waterloo, New York when I was 3 years old.
3 years old, fell through the ice?
Yep.
Have you ever saved anyone else's life?
Not that I know of.
Have you ever been hospitalized? Yeah,
Lots of
surgeries?
hospitalizations. Yeah, they had back surgery and eye surgery.
Actually, I work.
And that's all the surgery I've had.
If you could change something about yourself, what would it be?
So, when you travel...
Well, when you're perfect, why do you want to change anything?
Have you ever had an experience that you would consider to be supernatural or psychic?
That's what I've heard.
It looks like
You ever know something was going to happen before it actually did?
You wonder how they get that big plate on that little island.
What do you usually dream about?
It was very
Do you remember any of your dreams?
Yeah. Physical dream, you mean? I don't dream anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore.
What church do you attend regularly, if any?
Methodist Church in Windsor.
I would have never
How would you describe your religious beliefs? Methodist?
If it was something that I needed, or...
Do you believe in an afterlife?
I know, it could have been some major...
What's the most stressful experience you ever lived through? And what helped you get through it?
Anything. I couldn't really do it.
First time my wife had cancer.
Uncle Kenny
What
showed
helped you get through
pictures
it?
of your granddaughter.
Don't ask me, I don't know. I had 5 people in hospitals that week. And
She looks a lot like
all of my family was in hospital except me. My father-in-law and my mother-in-law at the time were both in hospital. All in the same week. Don't ask me how I got through it.
What's the scariest thing that ever happened to you personally?
I don't remember ever being scared.
Debbie and Emily. Have you ever learned to play a musical instrument?
Yeah.
Have you ever made things that others have enjoyed?
Somewhere with a towel.
Besides turkey, which I always love at your house.
Clam bake.
Clam bakes.
I said, all right, tell Poppy to come.
Okay. Would you consider yourself to be a creative person?
No.
Okay. How would you describe your sense of humor?
Normal, I guess.
Okay. Have you ever played practical jokes that you can remember?
Yeah.
What do you remember?
You know who you made a big impression on?
No, I've done it.
Oh, really? Hey, take it easy with the kicking.
With his two boys for about a year.
What type of activities do you enjoy?
Ham radio.
Ham radio?
But anyway, when he moved, he
That's
came
your
to stay
hobby?
by me for about 2 months.
What did you like to do when you were not working? What's the most amazing thing that ever happened to you?
They ran around the corner. And Alice was sitting in there in the office, and I'm thinking, what is that?
Amazing.
So he said, I was afraid that my father would find out I was in school.
I don't remember
And he
anything
said,
amazing.
but then I looked, then another day I went by and I had to go.
Do you ever remember the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to
I
you?
knew
get
then,
arrested for
let's see, Alice. I said something.
Where?
Quarterly.
When?
Oh, I don't know.
Young man?
46.
When I was
Oh, about 60? Went the joyride, huh?
He was a good kid.
Got
yeah,
caught?
he was.
He was a good
Kids are still doing it.
So, right.
You ever met any famous people?
I don't know how famous he was.
No, but he got a lot of it back.
I don't
He's
even
got
hear
the
that.
medical problems, but he's not as bad as, you know, he recovered a lot.
Yeah, did he?
Oh, yeah.
I met General
And he does
MacArthur
fine
Day
now.
camp in Tokyo. He ran a stop sign in town and I hit him with a 6-foot. And he was in a staff and I made a shit out of wreck out of it.
We had a
That thing
good
still
time.
running, Frankie?
I liked it. I miss him living up
They
there.
record it on the screen?
So shut.
Yeah.
And it's still running.
Yeah.
And I'm so open. It's that too.
You ever won any special awards or prizes?
He was a good kid. He
As an
used to
adult?
come into
As an
my
adult
office,
or as a child?
and I talked to him, you know.
You belong to any organizations or groups?
And one day I said to him, you know.
Not anymore.
Which ones did you belong to?
belongs to the radio club.
Yeah.
And he goes and does things with it.
I used to belong to the Elks.
It's a good kid.
But he
And I used to belong
told
to
us
the
you made a
Masons.
big impression on us.
I don't know more.
He said, for a long time I thought it was your mother. I couldn't figure out what Anna
Describe a time and place when you remember feeling fully at peace and happy to be alive.
Yeah.
He said, when I had to go to
Up
Robert,
to the cabin, I guess.
sister,
Up in
so I was so afraid when she
Nichols
was
Pond.
Nichols Pond? Okay. What's the most beautiful place you ever
made
visited?
an impression on him for him to keep
I'm
alive.
glad. I'm glad
I
that
think the
I
Imperial
helped.
Palace was Tokyo.
That was a fun job.
Can
I
you
made
describe
believe
it?
Right.
What impressed you about it?
The gardens and everything.
Oh, now there's the picture of the day. Look at that, Ma.
What's the longest trip you've ever gone on?
Longest trip? Went from here to Japan.
What a cute picture.
Long trip.
You'll sound
Okay.
asleep. Oh, you sound asleep.
Do you remember having a favorite vacation?
Got him.
What made it special?
Yeah, we used to go up to Maine every year for a long time. Camping up there.
What was
Had a
special?
good time.
about
Did a lot of fishing. Yeah.
Well, they like Maine better, apparently.
Yeah, well, Iceland was different.
Is he like this all over?
That was your favorite place you ever visited?
And you weren't scared when your plane had to turn back?
I figured that guy that was flying it didn't want to die any more than I did. So he was going to do the best he could.
What kind of pets have you had?
Dogs and cats
Okay.
and birds.
Any one in particular stand out in your mind? Pepper?
Right.
Is there anything that you've always wanted to do but haven't done?
I'm sure I could sit here and come up with a million things I would like to do.
Glen, I'm glad you're not
None of
having
them
another one I like.
worth
Wouldn't you
the
go?
effort.
John needs to stay the
Do you have a
best.
favorite style of music?
Country western.
That's my
Do you have a
little
favorite musical instrument?
Or a guitar, I guess.
Do you ever have a favorite musical singer or group?
What?
Okay. Do you have a favorite song?
What about me?
You're so
Do you have a
handsome.
favorite movie
Of
star?
course, but what else?
A movie
check if they...
that you like?
Yeah, Frank.
Okay. Favorite artist or painting?
See, he was supposed to go to Aunt Tracy's for the month.
Yeah, and I was supposed
You
to
ever have a favorite poet or poem?
You know where you? But
About a
he didn't
TV
want to
show.
go. You know why?
Why?
Because he couldn't stand the fact that I'd have to take him back.
Who's your favorite author?
Because he loves it.
He should.
Stays with my
John Grisham, I guess.
Okay.
I lived in
Do you
Georgia
have
for
a favorite book that you read?
Oh, did you?
and my boys loved it. Okay.
How many dogs do you have?
Not that I would read again.
He got there.
Spring, I guess.
And we went through
Favorite tree?
Maple?
Flower?
No, I like most flowers. I don't have a favorite.
About a holiday.
So I'm going back to told the red
What's your favorite color?
So when the puppies
So now Chad's mad.
try and eat off
Your favorite sport?
so
And my sister gave
Do you have an athlete that you admire?
So
Now or in the past?
it would break my heart.
When you were a kid, maybe?
So first I went home, I talked about the dinner table,
Mine too.
and she's like, oh
Do
yeah.
you have a favorite animal?
You're not gonna leave them.
No, he's got the food. They
So
I like the dog.
they have
What's your favorite meal? You can have anything you want. What was your last meal? What did you choose?
Filet mignon.
I can see Phil's getting
Do you have a favorite fruit?
This is a dog, you know.
Cherries.
And I'm like,
Vegetable?
And they're
careful
cute
that you're not
too.
gonna hurt them around.
Candy?
So mine
don't
is
eat
like,
candy.
are we
Cookie?
getting this
Oh,
dog
yeah.
around?
What was your favorite drink?
Well, it's mostly
Diet root beer.
working at home.
What was it when you were drinking
And it's
alcohol?
not necessarily what you realize.
Can't take your eyes off.
Do you ever have a favorite restaurant?
So
Where you
when
like
she
to go?
leaves, then they called us like a week later.
Flavor of ice cream?
So we went over and out loud. Here's this one there.
Cherry vanilla.
Favorite board game? Any kind of game?
The
Monopoly.
lady who's
Card
taking
game?
care of
Penny Ante poker.
Casino game?
Bingo.
little puppy. 3 of them did that.
All right. Now, if you had to pick a label for your family member, whether it be your spouse, your kids, your parents, your grandparents, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, or uncles, or cousins, who best fits the description?
He's so
Who's the best cook
he was
in
really
your family?
underweight, but he's
Blanche, I guess.
so he's
Who's the
almost
hardest
a year
worker?
now. But
Me, maybe.
Who's the quietest?
yeah,
Dan.
Who has the best memory? Who's the best gardener?
You are, probably.
Who's the funniest?
yeah.
Maybe your sister right there.
It's easy trip, eh?
Oh, there's
Who's the best looking?
Is he one of the black ones?
Barbara.
The other
Right there.
Barbara right there?
Never mind, never mind.
We'll get to you later. Who's the animal lover? Who loves animals the most?
Blanche.
Who's the most politically active?
Nobody. Maybe Frank.
Who's the most mischievous?
Really?
Oh, yeah. Don't yell at him because
I
Noel
don't
gets
have
nervous
any
if you
idea.
yell.
Nobody? Okay, who's the
He
calmest?
runs upstairs. He's yelling about something, so yelling down and everything.
I can stand most anything, so I guess maybe me.
So funny.
Who's the most athletic?
Gail.
Who's the most intelligent?
Oh, yeah. That's me.
Yeah,
No,
Barbara.
no, you're not.
Who's the most educated?
Really cute, you know.
Gail.
They do
Who has the best career?
Gail.
Who's the most creative?
You get your supper? I mean, Alice mine was.
The wildest lifestyle. Gail.
Who's the most sociable?
Alice, maybe.
Who's the biggest tease?
I guess me.
They call me at work.
Who's the best housekeeper?
That ain't me. Nan, maybe. Her house is always nice.
Who's the most reclusive? Keeps to
So then they
themselves.
sent forms we had to fill out.
I don't know any
Go
of them.
back. We finally got the door.
Here, where is he?
Anyway.
Who's the most colorful?
But they don't want it.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. And the dog had been in there 7 months.
Okay.
And I got adopted once, and the guy trained it. So it didn't wet the house or anything. And
All right, then.
maybe Kenny.
Okay. Who's the most relaxed person?
I mean, I can't say any time I'm out on my TV, driving the car around, bringing the lights.
Who's the most frugal?
Finally got it.
I'm gonna say Glen.
Yeah.
Who's the cheapest?
And then she calls us a Christmas mom.
She isn't cheap. She's frugal.
I got
All right, who's cheap?
I said, absolutely not. You gotta go.
I said something to her, I said something.
And who's the most generous person?
Let me talk to Dad. He gets on the phone. Dad, they got this little puppy outside. They're gonna throw it in the
Maybe me, I guess. Balls.
I don't know what she told him, but
Who's the shortest?
oh,
Where you
Who's
going?
the best storyteller?
turn
That's
around.
it. Thank you very much.
Huh?
Eventually, I hope to get them all in the computer with pictures and everybody, you know.
He's got great big news. And Mark wanted to call his pop.
Whoa, easy does it, little fella.
Yeah. So, that's it. So it's 10.